Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Today's the Day. This is episode number 3 already, and this is the second part of a 3-part why you are getting nervous going into the arena. Today, it's because your horse is not ready. So what does that mean when I say your horse is not ready? Most of the times that actually just turns around and translates straight back to you're the problem, which is great. We always like hearing we're the problem. But it actually is kind of handy because it means that we can also fix the problem. So first things that come to mind is alley issues. That's one of the most common ways that your horse tells you that they are not ready to go into the arena, be it mental or physical issues. So physical issues is something that you need to eliminate that as a probability first. So make sure your horse isn't sore. Is your horse fit enough to go in there? Because if you're running your horse and they're not quite fit enough to be going in the arena, they're going to be quite sore afterwards. So it really is up to you to make sure your horse is in tip-top shape to get in there. So eliminate any physical issues first. Go see your veterinarian. Make sure that they're not having issues with their lungs, those types of things. You need to help your horse that way first. Then it comes down to the mental part of it, which is what I'm able to help you with. I'm not a trainer, so I can't help you specifically with training advice. But when it comes down to the mental game of this, I'm definitely able to help you out and your horse out. So let's just use one example, which is alley issues, which is probably one of the number one reasons that shows that your horse is not ready to go and do this. And it also came back to a little bit about what Lauren asked about building a horse's confidence. They're all the same. They really are all the same. So let me put it to you the simplest way that I know how to do this. And this one sentence is the exact same advice that I have given barrel racers over and over and over again to help them with their mental gain, which in turn stopped alley issues completely for them. So what did I tell them? The biggest thing is that your horse needs you to be 100% confident in what it is that you are about to go and do. If they feel anxiety, stress, pressure, anything like that coming from you, it is going to transcend to them immediately. They're going to feel it. And then all of a sudden they're going to be like, oh, why is she nervous? What does she see that I don't see? What do I need to look around at? Why is she afraid? I don't want to go into that arena. There's what is going on? Like, she's telling me that something is scary and I don't know what it is. So now I'm afraid too. Be confident for your horse. Your horse needs you to know that it is okay to go into this arena and make this run. There's no boogeymen behind barrel number 3. There is no concern with the ground because you feel good about the ground. There is no concern about what's happening in the stands because you're not paying attention to that. Your horse needs you to feel confident. So you're going to have horses that are anxious and that are going to have issues well before they ever get to the gate. Have you ever noticed that if you're just practicing coming up to the alley and it's not actually your turn to run, how your horse just walks right up there? But when it is go time, all of a sudden there's a difference. The difference is you. So think of that. And try. So the biggest thing that I always tell people, specifically for gait issues, is one, make sure you're ready. And I touched on that last week. Make sure you're prepared and everything like that. Don't rush your horse getting ready. Don't rush your horse during a warm-up. Give them the time they need. Because if you're stressed, your horse is stressed. So make sure you have all your gear ready to go. Know your draw so that you're helping your horse when you do that. If you have a horse that is particularly anxious, that is going to take some time for them to get over that, because you know what? They're not necessarily going to believe you because they have built up a history of you telling them that there's something scary in that arena. Or maybe it wasn't even you. Maybe it was the previous owner that has created these alley issues. So you need to rebuild that trust and that confidence. So for, maybe for the first little bit, don't even get on your horse. That's what I had to do with a mare that I had. I couldn't even get on her until I didn't actually, when it was even in my rake, that I would still walk in and get on her probably about 2 horses before it was my turn to go. Because she would just get anxious as soon as your butt was in the seat, right? So I waited until just before, and then I got on her and I went. And I repeated these steps. Now, these are steps that you can do when you get into the arena. Look at your body language. Look as you're warming up. What is your body language? If you're like this, of course, I got my one arm up because I'm actually holding my phone. I should have put it on something because my arm's getting sore. But if you're like this and you're all stressed out, I'll guarantee you your horse is like, stressed out too. So relax your shoulders. The first thing I always say, take a big breath, blow it out, and drop those shoulders. Drop them and keep doing it. Then look at your feet. Make sure you have some weight in your stirrups and make sure that you're not clenched up like this. So what I want you to do is basically just when you breathe out, make sure that you can actually feel your butt sitting a little heavy in the seat. That's like kind of a weird way to say it, but that's what I mean. Then just breathe. And the biggest advice, keep saying to yourself every time you feel those nerves coming in, saying, I need to help my horse. My horse needs me to be confident. My horse needs me to be calm. And when you look at it from that regard, that you're helping your horse and you're needing to help your horse because your horse needs you, it changes everything in that alley. And the next thing you know, your name is called and you pick up your reins and you walk around that corner. And if you come up and around and you get to the alley and all of a sudden you can kind of feel your horse freeze a little bit, make sure you watch your body language. Don't tense up. Stay relaxed. Stay calm. I like to shift left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg. And then I just walk my horse forward. And then as soon as they want to go, I let them go. I don't ever hold them back. As soon as they want to go, I let them go. Now, please keep in mind that I am, again, not a trainer. So I'm going from the mental perspective of this. But this is what I have found has worked very well mentally for getting horses into that arena. So again, breathe. Look at your body language. Take a big breath in. Breathe out, drop your shoulders down. Make sure your butt sits a little heavy in that seat. Make sure there's some weight on your stirrups. And then just calm. Keep thinking, I need to be calm for my horse. My horse needs me. And that takes the focus off of you and it puts it on your horse. And when you do that, a huge shift happens. All of a sudden your horse is like, she's cool. We're good. Let's do this. And it may take a couple times where your horse is actually going to believe you. But you know what? Eventually that's completely going to stop. So I've chatted with people that had massive, massive alley issues. And this one tip stopped it the first time. And don't get stressed if all of a sudden you get up there and you feel your horse refuse. Just simply come back around. Calm. And then just as you get to that corner, give a little kiss forward and go. Don't pull back. Just go. And just let that be your victory. Don't worry about the rest of it quite yet. Just worry about that being your victory, that you've got in there calmly. Because you need your horse to have fun with this. You need your horse to enjoy this. Otherwise, your horse is not going to do this for long, right? They're mentally going to go. You do not need your horse tapping out on you, so you cannot tap out on your horse. There you go. That's my tip for your horse is not ready alley issues. And that leads back to everything. Any issues that your horse has, it comes generally from a confidence issue from you, or a confidence issue that someone else started with the horse and then you kind of inherited it and it's now your job to fix it. or they're hurt somewhere. So you need to kind of figure out what that is. And then that's the best way to help your horse. So try that. I think you're going to be surprised at how quickly it works. Certainly if you have any questions, just absolutely message me at any time and I can help you out. And then those are the biggest reasons when I say your horse isn't ready. Those are it, right? It really is, it's mental game and physical game. So next week, the third reason as to why you get nervous about going into the arena. And it has everything to do with you care about what other people think. And I'm going to elaborate on that next week. And actually, the one bit of advice that I have told so many people, and the people that have heard this are going to be like, yeah, I've heard that before. And it actually works. And it will change your complete thoughts on you even caring about what other people think, because you're just not going to after this. So, all right, I hope that helped everybody. We will see you next week on another Today's the Day.